All right, guys, guess what, man? TrixieBlox's has done it again. Another Ultimate Survival World 2 video. So I'm going to react to this. He just did this today. I guess it's Thursday. What is it? May 29th, I believe. So I'm going to react to this, try to get this out right away. This is, I think he's doing something with the jungle and maybe some more. I haven't really looked too much into this stuff because I try to avoid everything and you know, do this reaction so I can get a real reaction for you guys. I think that's fun. I can't wait to watch this. I'm sure it's going to be amazing, guys. All right. What do you think? Let's do it. Let's check this video out. What do you say? All right, so I'm starting from the very beginning. Let's do it, guys. Here we go.
I'm sinking years into building just one Minecraft world, reimagining everything in the game. Each episode, I transform another vanilla biome from my island. New
Freaking
builds,
amazing.
new stories, new mobs, new everything. And the best part? It's one ultimate survival world, and you'll get to play it when it's done. But there's one big problem. Today, it's the jungle's turn. A classic Minecraft biome with plenty to transform. Should be easy enough, right? Except, I've done it before. Everyone's done it before. Same temples, same ruins, always working off the same blueprints. So this time, I'm not just thinking outside the box. I'm blowing it to bits and building something wild from the ashes. So I decided to throw myself straight into it.
This is so awesome.
I'm good. To transform one of Minecraft's most iconic structures, the Jungle Temple. But this isn't just
beautiful
any
jungle temple.
This is a vast tropical metropolis.
Ooh, look what he's gonna do,
enormous
man.
goddess, Tala, Mother Earth herself. And to make room for said metropolis, well, I had to get brutal. Those foundations
so awesome.
I spent hours on.
Like I always say, I love how he does this stuff.
I pretty much bulldozed my way through my original terrain to reshape the entire valley, ready for one massive build. I even carved out some crazy terrain displaced by Tala's emergence from the island. Tala's powers pulsed through the biome, causing pockets of lower gravity, resulting in terrain inspired by the stone arches and Hallelujah Mountains of Avatar. I even thought it'd be cool to give you guys a bit of a low gravity effect when you explore these zones in survival.
Oh, cool.
So you're weightless just like the terrain. Whoa.
That looks like fun, man.
Turned out cooler than I expected. You know what? I'll run a competition in my Discord with your winning builds making it to the final Ultimate Survival World. We'll check out your creations later in the video, but for now, I better get back to building. So how did Tala emerge from the island? Well, she gave herself a corporeal form using the Stone of the Jungle, channeling power from a terror ring she cast through the crust of the world, leaving the great Earth mark etched into the surface.
Nice, okay, man, that's cool.
This terror ring is looking really cool, but how am I going to turn this into the Earth mark on the terrain? Let me try this.
I'm gonna build it up.
Oh, wow. The 3D effect turned out just how I was hoping.
Oh, that's awesome.
This isn't just some random crazy pattern, though. This is how Tala channeled her energy to shift gravitational fields and warp physical matter at will. And what does that mean?
Sweet.
Well, floating rocks?
Floating rocks,
Where
yes.
her energy pulsed through the terrain, the land responded. The whole thing reminds me of Zhangjiajie National Forest Park. Honestly, one of the most magical real-world places I've ever seen.
I would love to go there.
Terrain, done. Now, with all the requests from you guys to draw inspiration from the likes of India, Indonesia, and Southeast Asia in general, that led me to the legend of Prithvi, the Hindu goddess of the earth. In our story, our Prithvi-inspired goddess Tala emerged in the jungle eons ago, her mandala-inspired terror ring igniting life across the biome. The lush trees and the dense bamboo, which you can see me building here. And, I mean...
amazing, man.
Yeah, that's it. Jungle trees are jungle trees. You've seen them a million times.
Yeah, but they look good when you custom build them.
Let's move on to the juicy stuff. Time to sculpt Tala herself, the centerpiece of this city. With such a tall order to fill, I started creating a wireframe, kind of like I used to back when I studied digital sculpting. Now I can perfectly calculate how much space I need. Oh, yep, already hit world height, and there's no space left.
Oh no!
See, this is why we plan things first, guys.
Already hit world height.
So while I was rescaling the frame, I got
so
thinking,
huge.
Tala is a creator, right? She essentially fabricates entire civilizations at will, by hand. And many depictions of our inspiration, Prithvi, depict multiple arms. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Yeah, screw it. Let's give her 6 arms. That way, she can juggle creating 6 buildings at once. The ultimate multitasker.
Oh
Anyway,
yeah, dude.
I keep refining the sculpt.
This thing's gonna be amazing.
I'm circling back to the same question. Why is this all-powerful goddess frozen and motionless? Well, according to Hindu mythology, Mother Earth had a son, Narakasura, a demon king, who terrorized the heavens and the earth, and whose defeat is one of the triumphs of good celebrated in Diwali across the globe. As a nod to this tale, Tala is said to have been trapped in stone by her own son, Velkar.
Actually, that's like mythology.
He fled to the volcanic basalts, breaching through a portal to the nether to claim it as his domain. So
Sweet.
I added some more intricate details, glowing energy fields around Tala and the Earth Mark. And by the time I got to texturing, I started thinking about how Velkar actually managed to trap his mother like this. Velkar channels his power through molten gold. I guess that explains his piglin brute's obsession with the stuff. He forged 3 giant serpents from gold to shackle his own mother. Yeah, this dude is a savage.
Yeah, savage.
I thought I'd try using a few different tools to achieve this effect. Starting off with number 1, Go Paint. This used to be how I textured all of my builds, but it's a little bit outdated now. You can only add 5 blocks into the color gradient. Let's give it a go. It's done a pretty good job, especially if you just wanted to texture this.
That's cool, man. Look at that's a snake.
We're going to try method 2. So with Axiom, we've got a few more options. As you can see, we've got our gradient here, and you can just keep adding to it. Another sweet feature, you can add multiple light sources. So I should be able to just plonk one there, and another one down here.
That's so cool, man, how you can do that.
I think we can do better. I want these serpents to feel super reflective. So let's give easy edits a go. So we've got our lovely little palette here. And with our palette created, I'm going to fly up here and be the sun. Then all I've got to do is type in a little command. Yeah, that's looking nice. Now all we need to do is add a little bit of light so we can give it a nice reflection.
That's so cool, dude.
Perfect. Looks just like gold. But which should you prefer? Go let me know in the comments.
I think I like the
Crushed
third one.
by her son's betrayal, Tala's tears are forever flowing, cascading as giant waterfalls.
I gotta let
down
him know in the
cheeks.
comments, I guess.
And as you guys may remember, each biome on this island has a special event.
Yeah.
And the jungles is Tala's Tempest. Our goddess unleashes a powerful lightning storm on the biome, releasing her rage through the elements and trying to escape her serpent shackles.
Look at that. That's so cool looking.
This chaos, you'll be sent on a little quest of your own. But let's come back to that later.
That's huge.
Finishing off our jungle goddess, it's time for hair. And Tala's is made up of thick vine braids, adorned with gold beads forged by Velkar himself. A gift to his mother before he went rogue. She's currently got a bit of a monk look going on, but there's a reason for that. On top of her head, she wears a really special kind of crown. You know, the kind with an entire sacred jungle temple complex.
Oh shit, the jungle temple's on top of her head.
Hindu architecture, particularly from India, I set up the framework for the crown. Now, Tala's temple represents all life in the jungle, and within it, she spawned the mobs that would roam the biome and sent them forth into the wilds. Hence the statues of our most beloved creatures sculpted in stone along the walls. Fashioned from the very stone that Tala used to give herself a corporeal form, her temple is said to contain a treasure, only to be retrieved by those who pass Tala's tests of fortitude.
That's awesome,
we'll discover
dude.
more about what's inside later,
Looking
but
amazing.
for now, there's something you guys should probably know. You see, upon her son Velkar's betrayal, the essence of Tala's most beloved jungle creatures were trapped, just like their creator. I mean, literally. And that's where you guys come in. Across the biome, I have, well, Velkar has hidden effigies of 3 jungle mobs encased in his gold, through which he will communicate with you from the nether, requesting different offerings and sending you on various trials.
Oh, cool,
Should you be
man.
successful,
The whole quest line
within will be released, and the biome will be full of life once again.
That's awesome.
On top of, wait a second. What is that? Is that a monkey effigy? But monkeys don't exist in...
But what if they did? I mean, this should be pretty simple.
You're gonna have some monkeys.
New mobs before. Just gotta attach our model to an invisible mob, give them matching IDs, code an animation controller, determine behavior algorithms. Wait, what? Okay, so friendly Minecraft mobs can't move or spawn on leaf blocks. I mean, that's literally how Enderman farms work.
But monkeys just chilling on the floor makes no sense.
Okay, maybe I could code a system to make the monkeys jump from leaf blocks until they
some
can
coding.
find a block that they're able to move on.
No big deal.
Aha, there we go.
So yeah, we straight up added monkeys to the game. A real challenge with no mods whatsoever.
Nice.
These cute little monkeys hop around the biome, hang around in the trees, and even steal your items and run off with them.
Oh, that's
until
awesome,
you feed them
dude.
some melons to get your stuff back.
So cool.
Unless, of course, you tame them, or if you're carrying Tala's emerald, in which case, these little fellas will leave you in peace. But we'll get to that later. In the meantime,
Nice.
all this talk of animals led
I
me on
love
a
the
bit of a
monkeys.
tangent. After days and days working on Tala, I'd hit a wall. So I pressed pause on our jungle goddess and went looking for something brighter. Something to lift my spirits and get me back into that building groove.
Building
First,
group.
I actually took a break from Minecraft and hopped into Squad Busters, a vibrant party action game where you build a squad and compete with other players to collect the most gems. Honestly, this kind of fun was just what I...
Here, I'm gonna get past this part, you guys. You can watch his video if you really want to see his Here we go. See. So
stumbled
I'm right
across
there.
an insane cave I built when I overhauled the terrain, and I was ready to build an insanely vibrant village. I quickly made some adjustments to the surrounding terrain
Oh man,
to create
he's
this cool
making a
little
village
overhang with a
inside
large
of
tree
the.
on top.
Holy crap, that's so cool.
So where did this village come from? Well, after Tala was shackled by her wayward son Velkar, many of Tala's most devoted followers vowed to protect the creatures of the jungle in her absence. Guided by tales of a sacred jungle cave, believed to be the birthplace of the jungle, these devoted settlers built their new homes stacked along the edge of this enormous ravine.
Oh man, that's sweet.
They painted each building with
Dangerous.
vibrant pigments to symbolize the lively and diverse nature of the creatures they had vowed to protect. I was really inspired by Gotape, a town in Colombia with these really colourful facades,
Oh, nice.
which include tiles often depicting the beliefs of the residents. Sort of like how Tala's followers use
that's
colours
so
and
cool
patterns
looking.
to
It's all
represent the life
colourful.
of the jungle. I also discovered that the very same town contains a huge rock landform too, a pretty poetic coincidence. Anyhow, our jungle village, often known as the Connote of Colour, is coming along nicely. I've built a little beacon and a crane for the settlers
awesome.
to use to enter the cave beneath or collect water from the lake, and there are dozens of buildings stacked up across all these platforms. I'm feeling a bit more upbeat about the transformation now that we've got something a little more lively here. But okay, hold up. I've got a real problem here. I need to head into this cave to build an important place in the jungle story. But the village has no interiors, and I'm literally catching a flight to the other side of the world in just 3 days in search of inspiration for other biomes.
Wow,
I think
what a
we need
life.
some interior experts up here to help me out.
Hi guys, how can I help you?
Yo, what up, Trixie?
Hey guys, thanks for hopping on. Perfect timing. I'll be back in a bit to check out your progress. Diving down into this cave, I had an important task ahead of me. You see, this cave was inspired by the amazing cenotes found in Mexico's Yucatan
Oh,
region,
that's
where
beautiful.
Mayan civilizations believed these natural pools were pretty much a portal to the spirit world, Xibalba. Similarly, our cave is a very sacred place in this jungle. Some say it was the first place ever touched by Tala's energy, the jungle's true birthplace, and the birthplace of Tala's daughter Valora.
Cool, man.
Valora helped Tala bring life to the biome, as the
Brings
goddess of
flowers to
fertility
life.
and renewal. Put it this way, if Tala is the soil, Valora is what grows from it. In this very cave, Valora is said to have sprung to life from the first flower to bloom in the biome, and left in its place
Awesome.
is a magical plant bearing a powerful fruit. This magical plant only bears fruit when struck by divine lightning. You guessed it, you guys will need to configure a lightning rod to strike the plant during Tala's Tempest Storm for it to
Oh,
bear
wow.
a very special fruit with some really cool effects. Another
How
thing
the-
I'll let you guys discover for yourselves in the finished map.
How the heck are you supposed to do
looks
that?
like Leonardo and Zach have just finished up.
Guess we'll
Things
figure
are
it
looking
out
great.
when the time
There's gonna
comes.
be plenty for you guys to explore. Ah, yeah,
That's
that's
beautiful.
better. Now the jungle's a little less doom and gloom, I feel like I can finish our jungle temple with a bang.
It's feeling alive.
Okay, let's get going with... Hang on a second. I didn't build this. What the...
Sup, Trixie?
Oh hey Trixie,
Finally, you really took your time.
we kinda noticed you had way too much to do.
So we hopped in to save
They
you.
helped build,
I mean,
man.
Surely you remember what
Nice.
happened last time you tried building everything yourself, right?
Did it burn down? Oh my god. That would be a bummer.
Yeah, okay. Point taken, guys. Thanks for helping out.
Anyway, what do you think?
I mean, wow, this is just amazing. Are these some of my other jungle builds revamped in here as well? What a cool Easter egg. It looks awesome. I'd better finish off the rest of the
Yeah, it
build to do
does.
your hard work
Sweet,
justice.
man.
Give Brune and Sluder a follow as a thank you for saving my sanity. Okay, so earlier I mentioned
Nice.
Tala's 6 arms, and how I thought it'd be cool if they were literally conjuring her city into existence. We've now got her city sorted, with some top secret interiors, but what was she
Ooh,
creating
can't wait for
next?
that, man.
Well, suspecting the betrayal of Velkar, she began to fashion 6 shrines to protect the treasures of her main temple crown. But before she could finish materializing these shrines of the Veil, she was shackled by her son Velkar, leaving each shrine half-formed, now corrupted.
Oh,
Beneath
man.
each shrine emerged a dark mirror image of the building, Velkar's molten gold seeping through the cracks in the brickwork. Inside these buildings, I thought it'd be cool to have 6 mysterious trials conjured by Tala, to test
wow.
your wits and to see if you're worthy of passage to her treasure room. Think of them like Horcruxes,
Wow, this is
but
gonna
instead
be
of defeating an
huge.
evil wizard, you're unlocking some juicy loot. And so, where is Tala's treasure room? Well, at the top of the Jungle Temple, after you've navigated the mobs and puzzles found on each level, you'll come to a sealed doorway.
Man.
The doorway is part of what's pretty much a giant lever puzzle. You'll need to make it through Tala's 6 trials and pull the levers at the top of the Shrines of the Veil in order to unlock the treasure room in the main temple.
Okay.
Yeah, I know, she really didn't make this easy. But
Nope.
trust me, it's worth it. Many believe Tala's emerald lies within her treasure chamber, a powerful artifact said to grant influence
Ooh,
over the
I'm getting
animal
chills,
kingdom
you guys.
itself.
It's gonna be
I
fun.
won't spoil
It's gonna
everything,
be awesome.
but my favorite mechanic? Its effect on monkeys. You know, that cute but very annoying
Cute
new mob I
little
added
monkeys.
earlier that steals your stuff. Well, you hold this bad boy and the monkeys won't nab your stuff. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
I mean, wow, look at this place.
Yeah,
This is
that is
coming along
amazing.
so nicely. I can't believe the wild idea I had in my head has actually turned out like this. All right. So we've got temples,
Very good.
a village, a new mob, a bunch of mechanics and heaps of lore, but there's a pretty major problem I've been kind of pretending doesn't exist.
What?
It's the trees. I kind of skipped over them at the start, but you guys always tell me how much you wish the jungle was more dense. And yeah, this isn't really all that dense. So I decided to take a little break from Tala's city and quickly densify this whole environment.
Ooh,
Did I
okay.
just say quickly? Who am I kidding?
More like a
At this
real
point,
jungle,
I'm pretty
right?
much seeing trees in my sleep, but there is one more thing I want to add to the environment. I just can't quite put my finger on it.
Build a
yeah,
world
it's
tree.
you guys again. Fine. I'll build a giant world tree.
Okay.
I'm
Do
envisioning
it.
a massive tree fashioned by Tala herself to connect the various realms of the universe.
Wow.
The Earthmark is where Tala
So
emerged
much in
from,
this.
but this tree of life is almost like a backup generator. It keeps the jungle thriving with the energy of the universe, even while Tala is
That's
shackled and
amazing,
dormant.
dude.
And that leads me back to the conflict between the gods. You guys remember Velkar, the demon king of the Nether, and
Yes,
Valora,
sir.
goddess of
Yes, sir.
fertility and renewal? These were the children of Tala, and they also didn't get on so well. Velkar was threatened by Valora's power and trapped her just like he did his mother.
Oh my
While
gosh.
tending to the world tree with her powers,
What a guy.
Valora fell into a cunning trap, set in place by her mischievous brother, and now lies motionless in the twisted bark of the world tree's trunk.
Oh,
Unlike
we gotta
Tala,
save her.
many believe Valora's essence escaped, springing to life the glowing flowers and mushrooms in the area, which you'll also remember I added to Valora's birthplace back at the Kenote of Color. And yeah, those of you who have followed my builds closely will definitely recognize Valora. That's because she's actually a sneaky reference to the USW1. This statue comes from the Snowy Mountains in the original Ultimate
Oh,
Survival
right,
World.
that was
So it's a
sweet.
fun little Easter egg to where this journey began. I've got to say, you guys were right. A world tree was a great idea.
Looks
and this
good,
place
man.
is so atmospheric.
Boy,
Anyway,
this is
before
gonna
we
be
head back
so
to the main
much,
city,
so
you guys
awesome.
have just finished submitting your competition entries. It's time to check out your builds and see who's made it to the island.
Let's see.
Well, this is Baggin' Swaggin's entry. It's looking pretty cool, isn't it? We got some statues outside the front of the big obelisk here. They look pretty cool. A little bit ruined. It looks like they've made interiors of all of the obelisks.
Yeah, so Baggins Swaggins actually gave us a bit of lore with this one.
Legend has it that the glowing mark in the stone was said to have been scorched into the rock by a giant cyclops, whose breath is said to fuel the fires inside.
That's
the
awesome.
fort
This is somebody
contained
else's
within.
Wow,
idea.
so we're just like hanging out in some giant breath right now.
Okay, this is by Guy Googler. It looks pretty epic.
Whoa, this is mental.
It's cool. It's an
Apparently,
elephant.
There used to be a civilization that wished to live in the air, to be safer from predators. They prayed to some sort of elephant god with a shrine, a big shrine. Oh no. They want me to go in a cave again.
It's like Indiana Jones.
Hello? Somebody here?
Somebody put in my spigot.
I'll just put it on there, I guess. This is what I meant. Every time I'm in a damn cave, something collapses.
It is like Indiana Jones.
I should get out.
We love a little cinematic lore.
Yeah, that was awesome.
So apparently
Nice.
Googler was actually inspired by Hindu mythology as well. I think this could integrate really nicely as a sort of like protector of the jungle, perhaps like sent forth by Tala.
Yeah, love it. Really cool. Nice organic proportions. And
Yeah, that is cool,
texturing,
man.
It's top notch. And it's an elephant. Who doesn't love an elephant? Okay,
Right.
this next submission is by Elytra, and it looks pretty cool. Got a big robot in the middle of it. They
Is it a
basically built
robot?
their own little city here as well.
This is kind of giving me Studio Ghibli vibes.
Yeah, and I see what you mean. It's also got a glowing heart in the middle. It's pretty
Wow.
That's really cool.
That is awesome.
Guys, you might want to come see this.
cool. What?
What is that?
this?
Is it a
A
gnome?
magnificent beard.
All hail the gnome.
Okay,
Yeah,
moving on
it's
to
a
the
gnome.
next submission. This one is by Kay. They've done some sort of dissolved, ruined building. It's very cool. It's almost like it's getting pulled up into the atmosphere.
Just like the rocks around it.
Oh yeah, there's a little cave.
Oh, it's like a dungeon.
It's like the catacombs.
I really like how they thought about the
That looks cool.
survival element of this one. Chicken jockey.
Chicken jockey.
I
Oh.
feel like we shouldn't be in here.
Okay, I don't think we want to end up like these guys. Maybe we move on to the next one. Okay, this next one is by Osro. It's very cool. It's giving me Breath of the Wild vibes.
I love these little archways over
Breath
here.
of the
It's like a
Wild,
hot
yes.
springs, actually, I just realised. It's got some really nice details as well, like this broken bridge. They've used signs on different angles to make it look like it's collapsed. Where are you guys? Have I lost you?
Oscar, could you bring us some drinks, please?
Hello? What's
That looks
going
nice.
on?
So no-
Oh, hello.
hi.
Where's the drinks?
Okay, so this one's by Plushine. Don't actually know how you say it, but he said we could call him Plus. So, whoa, look at these statues.
Oh, I didn't even see this one.
That
Oh,
does
this is
look pretty
sick.
cool.
This one's like foaming at the mouth. It's a little bit intimidating.
Bro's got rabies. Oh, so apparently these are statues of mythical guardians. This one
Okay.
is the water beast. who
Like this
punished the
one.
Greedy. And this is the fire serpent, who coils to purify the souls who enter the realm beyond.
Ah, there's a skull at the back here as well. We've done so many organics in this build. It's really awesome.
Yeah, it
This
looks
is gonna be a
good.
hard competition. Moving on, we've got Tom Steen's build, and he's just smashed it out of the
The
park.
frog.
Wow.
Unbelievable organic.
Yeah, so this guy is called Uzumok, the six-armed sage. His 6 arms symbolize his mastery over the 6 truths of existence, and those who sought his blessing would ascend from mere mortals to become stewards of the land itself.
Yeah, really awesome job with composition, proportions, texturing.
This is
Excellent
nice, man.
build.
People do some
We've got
good
the whole
stuff.
shebang here.
Wish I was this
So,
cool.
moving on, this is by Triaden. Got a bunch of different hologram builds going on. It's very cool. This is almost like the Eye of Sauron or something. So it looks like in this set, they've made a bunch of different holograms of different animals. This entry is really creative and unique. Nice job.
Yeah, it looks
This entry
good.
is from Zach MC, who you may remember helped me out back at the Kenote of Colors earlier in this video. And it seems like he's built a temple in the middle of this set. It looks like there's a crystal above.
I like this villager with the monocle. Very
Yeah,
stylish.
Oh yeah!
that's cool.
Really interesting color palette, cool interior details. I like it. So these were just some of your awesome entries.
Yeah, very
Our runners
nice.
up are
People.
Kay, Osro, and Googler. And the winner is Tom Steen.
Ooh,
But
the
on
frog.
that
I
note,
like it.
You guys may have noticed something. Same set, same set, same set again. Yeah, I think I made a big mistake giving you guys 3 sets to build in. Clearly, you guys had a favorite, so I decided to add Tom Steen's build as the centerpiece.
That's
Kay's
cool, I love
caves
it.
nestled in the terrain
Very
behind
nice.
it. And Googler's, I moved to a different area in the biome, with Osro's entry luckily being in its own area. It was great fun to get you guys involved, so join the Discord to
Nice
enter the next
job, you
competition.
guys. Yes.
Okay, so that pretty much... Wait, what is that? Oh no, I totally forgot one of the most important features of the
Just
biome.
yellow.
The boss battle. Guess it's montage time.
Oh yeah, man. The boss battle. You gotta have one for each biome, right? Do you get to the end?
Right,
Is that how it
arena
works?
set in place. Giant Jaguar from my original USW jungle repurposed. Wait, why did I do that again? Okay, yeah, that's why.
Oh, okay,
Please
that's
be
the
gentle.
boss.
I'm a survival noob that hides behind creative mode. Okay. Formal introduction. Viewers, meet the Ocelot boss. Give him a name in the comments.
Cool, man.
Just like our creaking boss, you guys will have to think strategy fight in this bad boy. And so, that concludes this biome transformation.
Very
and what a
nice,
journey
man.
it's been.
Love this. Everything so far is just super. I'm super hyped about this, man. Everything looks good. Cinematic. Ooh. That's beautiful, man. Love that tree, world tree.
Thanks for watching, guys. Please
Yeah, man.
subscribe to support the channel and stay up to date.
That
And I'll
was
see you in the
great.
next one. Comment which biome I should head to next.
All right, here we go. That was amazing, guys. Man. Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed that. My reaction to this newest TrixieBlox's Ultimate Survival World 2 video. I'm so excited to play this. It's going to be a while, I know, but I mean, look at all, he's got a ton of biomes to go, but each one is just amazes me every time. I can never get over the process and the cool things that he does with these things. And then he brought in other people's builds and they were amazing. So it's cool, guys. Hope you enjoyed this with me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And, for more Minecraft content. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Enjoy. Have a good afternoon, good evening, good night. Peace.